And of course, OGA OBINNA is a man of the people. Maybe do you remember the first time maybe you interacted with him?
Yes, I remember when I first met Obinna. It was I think two years, 2023. Not the first time when I met him in person, but I had previously followed him when he was on radio. And
we're still here right at the red carpet, and guess what? We're here with the one and only Wakili Willis Otieno. How Wakili?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
We're good.
Fabulous. Just look at this. So amazing. So beautiful. Yes.
And of course, today we're here courtesy of OGA OBINNA. That's my mistake. Maybe what are you looking forward to?
What I'm looking forward to tonight is to laugh. And it's good when people get to laugh in these hard times, when you can just find an opportunity to share laughter. It adds us a few days. It makes us even forget about the challenges that we face every day in our lives. So it's a good night. It's a night to enjoy. It's a night also to promote and to celebrate our artists, our young artists who are coming up with creative ideas to make life bearable to all of us. So these are an amazing day.
So Akili, the show is called My Mistakes. Any time in your life, have you ever done a mistake that you have regretted?
The only mistake that I've done in my life is that I didn't accept Jesus early enough. It took me long to accept that God is the one who walks with us. But now I walk in the Lord and I find my way with Him. Yes.
And of course, OGA OBINNA is a man of the people. Maybe do you remember the first time maybe you interacted with him?
Yes, I remember when I first met Obinna. It was I think two years, 2023. Not the first time when I met him in person, but I had previously followed him when he was on radio, and I used to think he's a Nigerian. So when I met him, he spoke to me in a Kenyan lingua, and I was like, "Why are you speaking to me in a language that's not yours?" I told me, "No, I'm not OGA OBINNA. I'm not a Nigerian. That is my stage name." But I've since got to know him much, and we've interacted a lot. He's hosted me on his shows. He's emceed in some events I've participated in, and it's good. We must celebrate. In fact, at that time when I met him, I was telling him that it's quite encouraging to see a young man build an alternative media of young people. And we now have a platform that will tell unfiltered stories of the people of Kenya. And while at it, they even earn a living. That is something to celebrate. Yeah. And it ties me to what Ruto's government has tried to do to our young people. I say this: these cameras, these phones, these microphones, and the ideas behind them are ideas that our creatives have come up with on their own. Governments should not in any way hinder or put restrictions on how they exercise and how they practice their creativity. Online and content creators should not pay any license fee. In fact, it is government that should pay them, because what they are doing, they are actually marketing Kenya. They are branding us. They are branding the country. Why should the state require them to pay some taxes, require them to get some licenses before they can share the content they have created? This content that is created online is beamed and it is watched across the globe. If they put negative content, that is what will go out. If they put positive content, that is what will go out. And that will be the basis to attract even other foreigners to come and invest or to just visit Kenya and see the beauty of our country. So that is something we must call out, and we must always say phones, cameras, online content should be free. If anything, there is a limit once you've reached. The state should pay you to maintain your platform, not you to pay the state. It should be the other way around, so that you can get more and more audience and more creativity. And I urge our people, we need to download Kenyans more. We can't be a society but we are downloading foreign content, we are downloading foreigners, we are downloading Americans, we are downloading Rihanna. No, we need to download ourselves, watch ourselves and earn from the creativity of our people, not the other way around. So this is a beautiful thing. I love it. Yeah.
Wakili, since we've gone directly to the government issue, there's one thing we would like to pick your brains on. when it comes to the BCLB, you had the restriction, and many of the content creators, celebrities also depend on the money they get with the betting companies too.
Yes.
And now they are being restricted. What would you say about
No,
that?
BCLB is overreaching its mandate, because when it comes to the question of creativity and even using somebody that people relate to, a content creator, and advertise as an advertising platform, the state should not restrict him. He is using his content to reach a niche, a market niche. He should be paid. He should be celebrated. BCLB is overreaching its mandate. Our content creators, if the betting companies are going to use them as advertisers, it should be encouraged. In fact, more and more agencies, not just advertising. In the ideal, all Kenyan companies, all even government agencies, this is where they should be getting their content from. They should be using these, because I said these are our brand ambassadors. Use them to market our products. Whatever is being sold in Kenya, we should be using our content creators. So BCLB should stop fighting our artists, and they should stop restricting them from earning a living. All that they are doing is just to showcase the products that exist in the market. If BCLB has issued a license to a company to carry out a betting activity, why then should they restrict a content creator from raising awareness on the product which BCLB itself has licensed to be in the market? That's our call for. If they don't want betting, then ban all the companies. But for as long as they are licensed, then everybody in the ecosystem has a right and should have an opportunity to benefit, including our online content creators who are advertising, who are raising awareness on the products which have been lawfully licensed to operate in the country.
Okay, same issue on BCLB. We saw that they banned the influencers, but the mainstream media are still advertising the betting. Do you think it's fair?
It's not fair. It's target. That's why I say the online community has created for us an alternative media. And I'll not be surprised if maybe some people in the mainstream media are uncomfortable with this alternative conversation, the alternative voices of the people of Kenya, the alternative voices that are even used to put government to account. So that is all the double standards. Look at it even this way. Foreign companies are allowed to, they can advertise in Kenya, because they have access to the global internet to the Kenyan market, and they can use content creators in their countries and access the Kenyan market. Why are you limiting Kenyan content creators from equally benefiting from that opportunity? And more so, the product that is being promoted is a duly licensed product. Betting is not illegal. It is licensed by BCLB. Why are they now stopping content creators from advertising that product which themselves they have licensed? We must condemn it.
As we finish,
there is the 2025 finance bill that is majorly being rejected by everyone in Kenya.
Yes.
There was a clause that I want you to kindly explain to these people that allows KRA to get investor statements and bank statements of people. What do you think? Is the government doing the right way on that?
You know, when it comes to the right to privacy, it is founded in the Constitution, and everybody has a right to privacy. And any proposal in law, including the finance bill, to infringe on that right to privacy, giving KRA unhindered and vetted access to private information, infringes on that right to privacy, and it must be condemned. They should have their own alternative ways of collecting taxes. They should not be infringing on people's rights to privacy in the guise of collecting taxes. They've been collecting taxes all these years without accessing or breaching the right to privacy. Why now this proposal? The unfortunate bit about this is that a mischievous administration like this one may end up abusing that provision to start accessing beyond that which they are telling you that they want to access your personal information, your private information for purposes of tax collection. The intention is to undermine the Kenyan people's exercise of their right to demand for good governance in this country. It's got nothing to do with taxes. We've been collecting taxes here. Last year they collected taxes without that provision. Kenya didn't fail to pay taxes. What makes them think that Kenyans will not pay taxes now if they don't have access to that information? That provision will be challenged, and as lawyers we are going to challenge it. Kenyans have a right to privacy in their constitution.
okay, thank you so much for your time, Wakili.
Thank you.